it is.
All right, you see it? Tweet it out in the chat if you could. Hey guys, sorry. Yeah, I'm having issues with the stream, Dr. Earl. Go to one that just opened. I am so sorry. I will apologize when everybody gets over here.
Yeah, I see it. Let me tweet that out. Indeed.
Let me see. Go to home. Let me see.
Yeah, I see you now, so I see you on the screen, so. And I already tweeted it out, so.
Okay.
All right, let me get on here.
Let me get over there.
Yeah, I see. I see it now. All right.
All right.
There we go.
This is actually number fucking 3. Fucking, it has nothing to do with it. Fucking OBS, man. I ain't quite figured it out yet. I had it today. I had the stream all set up. I've got it. Now we're back. Made it in time for SmackDown to begin, at least. I'm sorry. I will make that half hour up to you guys. I totally apologize.
It's a technical issue. It's technology crap shitting on you.
Well,
today, so.
I know, but I said 6:30, so I am so sorry. I will make up that half hour somewhere to you guys. I promise. So on here, I have Power Merge, or Surge, as many of you know him. He's going to help me tonight. I still have a little bit of a sore throat, so I'm still dealing with that. So if you guys can still call the show, that's still pretty cool. We're going to try and keep the calls to 10 minutes. Unless Gina calls in, I invited her to the show as well. But she's doing other stuff, and I don't want to, it's the day after Christmas. She was cleaning and stuff, so hopefully she calls in. I love her insight. I really do.
Right, and here she's got a virtual war zone on her hands, so hopefully she's.
That's what she said. That's what she said. Thanks for joining me, guys. Again, I am so sorry about the fucking crap. I'm gonna delete those other ones. I got to figure out OBS or go to XSplit. Gummy bears do help with the sore throat. That is true. How's it going, Bailey Smoked Rudolph? Thanks for being here, brother. NG, Dr. Earl.
And starting off the show with Daniel Bryan.
Well, of course you are.
Of course. Or as the Chicago, or the
they aren't in Chicago.
Well,
they might be.
The independent fans would call him Bryan Danielson.
Right. So let me see who I got in here. Daniel Whelan, thanks for being here. Bailey Smoked Rudolph, thanks for being here. David Wells, one of my mods, thanks for being here. Dr. Earl, Foulmouth, thanks for being here. Thanks for stepping in and being a mod today. John Wills, thanks for being here. I know you were at the original one. I will get that fixed and figure out what the hell is wrong. Serge, thanks for being here. NG, as always, thanks. S. Dalla, thanks for being here. Serial, thanks for being here. Timothy, thanks for being here. And Trexter as well. Totally appreciate you guys being in here. We're getting AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens with Sami Zayn tonight. Interesting.
That should be fun.
Yeah. But how many times are we gonna get that match? I don't want it anymore. We don't need it.
No, we don't until they decide to do something else. But BSR in the chat.
Yep. I don't blame you for not watching it, BSR. I really don't. I know it is, right? I'm going to try to stay away from drinking too much tonight, guys. I kind of overdid it again last night. I still have a little bit of that cherry doctor left, but I'm not drinking it. No. I might have a couple of beverages, but no, I don't think so. Not tonight. I'm going to try this sober. If it doesn't work sober, then whatever, I'll drink next time.
So the troll drop continues.
Why? What's the matter?
Oh no, I mean with whether Ziggler's actually gone or not.
He's not gonna leave yet, but he will.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the troll drop continues. My money's on he's not gone and he's coming back with a new United States title, and they're gonna do what they did at SummerSlam with Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon.
Yep, that could be.
That's what I'm imagining.
All right, there's no problem, BSR. Anytime. Just you want to pop in, pop in. Happy to have you. Check out Bailey Smoked Rudolph. His BSR Entertainment is a really good channel. He plays music, and then he does on his own channel, his Bailey Smoked Rudolph channel. He does his own shows, kind of like I do. So just go over there, pop over there, and check him out if you haven't already.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. NG says if we don't see Ziggler on TV, PW Insider was right then.
What do you mean?
I don't know. NG would have to clear that up.
That's what I mean. What do you mean? What do you mean if Ziggler doesn't show up? Just because Ziggler doesn't show up on TV doesn't mean that he's leaving.
Yeah, he could be the front runner for the WWE Catering Championship while he's waiting to be used again.
Could be, but has WWE said anything about the title being vacated, Timothy? If that was the case, they would have said it last week. I don't think it's vacated.
No,
WWE.
I don't think they've said anything.
WWE would not wait that long to have a title vacated. If you understand what I mean. They would have said something immediately.
Yeah, I mean, how long did they, what was it, same night when they had stripped Bryan of the Intercontinental Championship, they declared it vacant the same night.
They just said what, Bobbit? I didn't hear anything. Selling the angle of being on TV, I meant not him leaving. Okay. They just said what, Bobbit? They're going to have a tournament? They're going to have a tournament, I guess. So maybe he did leave the WWE. I don't know.
Maybe, but something. But again, I kind of go back to: are they going to do the? This almost smells like that mini tournament they did for the WWE Championship a few years back with CM Punk and Cena.
They're having a number one contender tournament, or they're having a tournament for the title.
Like they're having a tournament for the title.
Okay, that makes more sense because it wouldn't be a number one contender match. No, I can see them doing a tournament for a number one contender, but
no. What I'm thinking is that they're probably going to do kind of like or
you know who should be the U.S. champion? The black guy.
Yeah, Shelton.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree. He's got the entire.
To be honest with everybody, everybody's going like, he doesn't deserve it. Guy actually deserves a title run, period. A big-time title run. But it's not going to happen.
No.
I'm not racist, Timothy.
No, Vince doesn't see him as anything more than a mid-carder, which is unfortunate. Fuckface. Now I need to do a shot.
Aha!
Haha, yeah. Now I'm the one that needs to do a shot. Shit.
It's all right.
I'll have to figure that out. But like I said, I have my. It's not too bad, but it's not great. I still have my salted caramel, so I'm pacing myself with it because it's not as good as I expected it to be. It's not alcoholic, but it might as well be.
Yep. How Timothy? Please tell me how what I said was racist. That's all I want to know. Sometimes they do, Bobbit. Depending on your internet. Fucking Rusev is so fucking over. There's another guy that deserves some sort of title run. Again.
And it's Rusev Day.
I'm getting kind of annoyed with that saying. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm looking at the Twitter chat.
Mm-hmm.
Heather checked in 203 first game.
Nice.
Very nice.
Still not as good as me.
I haven't bowled in a long time, so I wouldn't even know what my best score was.
I bowled last week. I had 260, 196, and a 248.
So on average, it was about maybe 225?
Nope.
I think. No?
I had a 704 in 3 games. Okay. So it's like a 230.
Like a 240 average.
No, it's like 235,
no?
I think. Something like that.
Oh, okay. That's still not bad.
Not bad. It's better than most professionals.
What I mean. It's better than most.
Yeah.
It's better than most. No, I think.
Oh my God! What?
Maybe
they're gonna. Why are they doing this? This is so annoying.
The New Day.
I don't mind the New Day, but now there's gonna be a triple. Why do they have to have multiple person matches? Tag team matches are completely different, but multiple, like triple threat. Fucking.
You would think that Teddy Long was still hired by the company.
Yeah, I know.
Every time they do these man matches.
You guys can call in, by the way. I will add you. Let me know in the chat if you want to join.
What are they, chucking pancakes?
Yes, they are.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yep.
Apparently.
If you guys want to be added to the call, let me know.
They're doing pancakes.
Yep.
I'm kind of waiting for the day that Kofi remembers he was Jamaican once.
That was kind of disgusting what he did last week. Xavier Woods when he did that. Yes, pancakes. I said it 3 times now, Earl. Pancakes. They went away from the cereal. They're now doing pancakes.
Yep.
If you want to find out who the #1 contenders really should be, all you have to do. All you have to do is take the Kofi Kingston true false challenge.
You want in, Earl? All right. I'm going to keep it to 10 minutes, though, all right?
Oh, Dr. Earl. Very good. So, good.
All you got to do is hit that green button and join the call, Earl.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? What's
Right
going
now,
on?
guys.
What's going on?
Hello, Dr. Earl.
Hey, what's up? How's everything going, guys?
I'm kind of fucking pissed off.
Let me guess, Phil, what you're watching, right?
No. The stream. I had to restart it. I had to restart it, what, 3 times? Search?
Yeah, I noticed that. I checked when I went on YouTube, it's like you had 3 at the same time. Like, holy cow.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do 3 at the same time. I had to.
I know.
It was annoying.
Now, unless you had 3 cameras at different angles.
Who are you asking, or
Yeah,
are
you
you
get
going
that
to
case.
argue with me about it? I think they're
No,
protecting Xavier Woods, to be honest with you.
Just helping him out with the stream today, so I'm watching it on mute because I'm listening to it on his.
I think they're protecting Xavier Woods, possibly. Either that or Big E. One of the two.
Ah,
Well, which one of them was injured? Was it Kofi?
Kofi Kingston.
Okay. I wonder if he's still hurt.
No, he's not hurt anymore.
Oh, well,
He just had a sprained knee. He's fine.
oh, okay.
yeah. So, what will be next after the pancake gimmick is done? Orange juice?
I don't know, Earl. I don't know.
That's anybody's guess. I don't know.
How they're
I mean,
still how it's still over is beyond me, but whatever. It's fine.
Well, it's like Joe said, if you're a talented African
and
American
the next
guy in
person-
WWE,
Hold on a second. The next person that says Rusev Day has to take a shot. I hate that term. I hate it. Why do people keep saying it? It's annoying. I'm sorry. Yes, the guy is over, but I don't care for the gimmick itself. Rusev doesn't need it.
he never did.
No, he didn't. That's what I'm
Never.
saying. It's like
He never
the
did. He's
But it-
basically this generation's Iron Sheik.
right. It's like
I thought that was Jinder Mahal
what?
being this generation's Iron Sheik.
No.
Don't
Jinder-
don't ever
Iron Sheik
compare.
had no talent.
Don't ever compare Jinder Mahal to the Iron Sheik. That's an insult to the Iron Sheik.
Right.
Oh yeah. And you know what the Iron Sheik would have
You would have
you know
called
how
him.
the Iron Sheik would have reacted to that, right, Doctor?
Yep, camel clutch.
No,
He'd have just yelled a loud "fuck."
he's a you want to talk about abrasive. You think I'm abrasive? That motherfucker's more abrasive than I am. He says
Yeah,
cunt,
I've seen many of his stuff there. I've seen him.
he says cunt more than I do.
Yep.
And the word fuck.
And bullshit. Don't forget that one.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I had an interesting insight with Canadian Basement on the Usos last night.
Oh.
You were on that. You were on there, Earl, when he said he's over the
Yeah.
Usos.
I was. Yeah.
And I kind of agree with him because they are much better heels. Now they've got him trying to be like the in-between heel face.
Uh-huh.
They don't need it.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
How is Basement doing, by the way?
He was
Pretty
hungover. He's hungover. He was in the chat today.
Ah.
He is
He
hungover.
did say that the stream went too long because he was hungover.
It went. I woke up. I noticed that he was still streaming live, but
His stream went.
I
I'll put it to you like this, Serge. It was like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and we're all just sitting there. It was me, Heather, Alex, Bobbit,
Yeah, I think you told me that earlier.
and I can't remember who else. And we're just sitting on there, and Canadian Basement is talking to us, but we can't hear him.
I know. I noticed.
He
that
was
as well.
muted. He was muted, and we were just sitting there fucking laughing at him. And you just look at the fucking expression on his face every time somebody would say something. It's just so funny. It's just so funny. I wish he was wearing the bear head when he was doing that because it would have been fucking hilarious.
Man.
I think you said Gina was the other one on there. I'm not sure though.
I know. I don't think she. No, she wasn't on there. She
No,
missed
she
it.
wasn't there.
She missed
No.
it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe what will be Paige and Rico?
Oh, great. Well, and considering he can't because he's not of age, but Enrico just said the magic words, so he needs to find something he can take a shot of.
Shot of Pepsi.
That'll do. Eventually, he'll have drank so much he probably won't want anymore. So there you go.
Yeah, he didn't quit streaming until like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I think it was, is when he
Yeah, it
streamed.
was like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
In the morning.
It was like 10 a.m.
Yeah, I was up at that time. I just checked my cell phone. I noticed he was still up there. I was like, holy cow.
Well, he wasn't still up
What
there.
the
He
fuck?
wasn't still up there. The stream was though.
The stream was up. He said in the chat that he was he passed out from that. He was just passed out, and he woke up hungover and realized he had left the stream on. That's why he shut it off finally, somewhere around 10 or 10:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was up. I checked.
Yeah.
Damn.
They stopped making comments about Paige. I mean, it's,
And did he have to work today as well?
I don't think he went in.
Wow.
I don't know though. I did talk to him. I mean, guys, Paige. Let me tell you something about Paige. How old was she when she did that? 20. I mean,
I'm not too sure.
What kid make that? She was a kid, made a mistake. It happens. She was manipulated. Number one. She's a very influential young lady at the time. She's a much more mature girl now.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, as I'm looking at the chat on here is the person who's making the comments about it.
I know who it is.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
I mean, I don't care,
that
but
age or whatever. I know, like, you make a mistake, it's over and all that, and at this point, that's just done.
But it's. I mean, honestly, it's really not even funny anymore.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Rusev getting his ass kicked in the middle of the ring by the other two. What did they call him the other day? American Beta?
She's 23 now, Enrico. Back then, when that happened, she was like 20.
Yeah.
What?
She was 21 when she won the Divas title.
I'll go in a little bit. Yeah, I'll go in a little bit. Go.
And we all know 20-year-olds usually do a lot of crazy shit without thinking at first.
They make mistakes.
I know. God knows I made mistakes before. Dang. We all do ridiculous, crazy-ass shit when we were young.
I mean, I totally
the
understand.
The only difference between then and now is social media. That's it.
Yep.
Exactly.
I totally understand where everybody's coming from. They're trying to be funny, but I mean, it's not really even funny anymore, guys. I hate to say it. It's just not. I don't think the WWE, nobody cares anymore, really, to be honest with you.
Because we're so used to it.
No,
well, I mean, now it's like I mean, as I said, it's like the difference between when any of us did anything like that and now is, people had, at the worst case, somebody took pictures and they're probably faded or gone or whatever, if they exist at all. But most people just have crazy stories nowadays. Social media just basically wrecked everything because
hey, Gina,
you can't get away from it.
Thanks for being here. Yeah, don't get me started on the stream.
Gina?
I was so upset.
Gina, girl, what's up, babe?
I was upset.
Waiting for her to get on here because I know
Gina, if you want to call in, do you want me to add you to the call? I can. I would love to have you
Here's
on.
something out. Ric Flair said it best on one of his podcasts. If they had social media back in the day when they were doing their crazy shit, they'd be in jail.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many of those guys we wouldn't even have heard. Never mind jail. There's so many of those guys we never would have even heard of anyway.
Do you want to get
all the stuff they did?
Do you want to get on the call, Gina? I'd be happy to have you.
Yeah, let's have the.
Well, I don't. I
Gina.
want to make sure she wants to get on. I don't want to just put her on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Want to get on, Gina? Let us know.
This is a long match.
So
Yeah, it is actually.
Uh,
I think it's probably that's the reason for the multi-match. The multi-man, I mean, they can make it longer.
Right.
I don't know. So is this Corey Graves co-announcing with Michael Cole tonight?
Nope. It's Tom
Oh,
Phillips.
No, Graves is the everyman. He's on both shows.
Yep.
But you know, they called him out on it. I forget if it was Survivor Series or one of the shows before. They called him out on it because of the fact that he can't really make up his mind which side he's on because he calls both shows.
All right, I'm putting Gina on. Do not talk over her.
Oh, not at all.
Hold on.
Okay.
All right, Gina, I'm adding you to the call. How is Gator? He's doing all right, man. He's being a fucking shit today. All he wants is a treat.
For some reason, when I see Corey Graves, I keep thinking of the guitar player from the band 6 a.m. I know I mentioned that before.
Yep. Nope, I don't know 6 a.m.
Oh, it's Nikki Sixx's group.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no wonder.
Hey, Gina.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
Gina, how's it going, girl?
What's that? Say it again.
I can't find my head from my toe today, but it's going.
I know. It's the day after Christmas.
Yeah, I've been trying to clean and stuff all day, so.
So did you hear what happened last night?
No, what happened?
Oh, Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins are tag team champions.
Yeah, I watched it early this morning.
Stupid.
It's really dumb.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah, give me one sec.
Sure.
Sorry, my grandma's in the hospital, so my mom's texting me.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that.
Oh, she's okay.
Thank you, guys.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry about
Don't go ahead. The floor is yours. I'm actually going to give you the floor. I'm going to go grab beer. Go ahead and talk.
Well, I mean, as far as the tag titles go, I can understand, because Dean's going to be out for a while, so I can understand why they needed a partner for Seth Rollins. As far as Jason Jordan, I don't think that was the right decision in my book, just because I really wanted to see him turn heel, and I wanted to see him do it by himself, not part of a tag team, you know?
Most likely out of the last minute, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Yeah, because we all know he was planning on turning him heel against his father there, I guess, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because otherwise, like right now, all I really see happening is kind of like a battle going on between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, as far as like Seth wanting to stay good and trying to keep Jordan good.
Right. Well,
that's really the only way that I can see them going with this. I mean, but then again, it's WWE, so for all we know, they could flip Seth Rollins heel or they could flip Jason Jordan face. You just don't do.
Yeah.
How about this scenario? Do you think they might be doing the whole Jason Jordan, Seth Rollins as tag champs? I know he's going to be gone for a while, but do you think that might be to turn Dean Ambrose heel as well?
It could be in the long run. I mean, there's definitely a storyline there. You know, because he could come back and he could say, you know, how could you do this to me, or you know, whatever, blah blah blah. And I mean, Tim, I want to make something perfectly clear. Like, I am not bitching at all. Like I said when I started this topic conversation or whatever, WWE needed to do something. As I really, I'm okay with them putting them two together as a tag team. I just really wanted to see Jason Jordan succeed on his own before he was put back into a tag team.
Yeah, we're not. The way they went about it is what we're complaining about. We're not complaining about Jason Jordan being a tag champion. It's about the way they're going about it.
Yeah.
That's the problem that everybody has.
Yeah. But then again, it may have been the best thing to do for Jordan because Jordan was not doing well on his own.
No.
Yeah, it's got to think about it, yeah.
You know, so that might have been kind of a hidden agenda to try to get him over as well.
I mean, putting him with Seth Rollins could be a good thing.
Maybe so, yeah.
But I just don't. They're using Seth Rollins, who deserves more. This is where I see. This is the problem I have with it. They're putting Seth Rollins in a program with the guy that they are trying to get over, with the guy that doesn't need to be in this program, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Seth Rollins deserves more than what he's getting.
Yeah, but if you think about it, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you think about it, they've been doing that to Seth Rollins for the past however many months because they put him together with Roman Reigns,
mm-hmm.
you know, and they use the Shield to try to push Roman Reigns. So they've been doing it for a long time now.
Yeah. But who are you talking to, Timothy? Talking to me? Because I'm the one that complains a lot. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm not. To be quite honest, I'm not even watching SmackDown right now because I watch SmackDown on my laptop.
Yep.
So since I'm with you guys, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
Judging by the past 2 SmackDowns, I really don't care if I watch it or not.
Yeah, right now it's.
This one's going.
Oh my God!
I'm trying to watch it. I've got it on mute, so.
This match is pretty good. This
I
match
don't have
is.
it on either. Our TV's downstairs, and I guess they're watching something else. My sister and her son.
Yeah.
This is actually a pretty good match. I'm not gonna lie, but do they need it? I hope to God that this American Alpha, whatever they are now, wins it.
Yeah, so am I. Well, I mean, I think it was Graves that called them American Beta. Oh!
American Beta?
American Beta just to mess with them.
Wow.
Oh, is this going to be a... Ooh, there it is, yeah.
You know, Chuckster
nice.
Have something... I knew that Brian Kendrick had wrestled... what's his face?
Itami?
That's it.
Hideo Itami, thank you. But I knew
that's it, JP. American Beta.
Okay.
American Beta versus the Usos.
Okay. Go ahead, Gina. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Gina.
I think you're fine, Rick. But I knew that they had wrestled last night, and I watched the match. I didn't know that Brian Kendrick got hurt. It does not surprise me at all that he got hurt because Hideo, he's sloppy in the ring. I mean, he's in my.
Yeah, he is.
He should have never been called up. Yeah, I mean, I think that they should have let him go back to New Japan.
He's what? I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you said. I'm sorry.
I think he's sloppy in the ring.
Yeah, he gets a little too aggressive.
Well, you know, and most of the time it resulted in him getting injured. And I think that since he's gotten injured so much, he thinks that he has so much to prove that he's kind of putting it all on the line right now. But that's not looking out for the other wrestlers' safety. You know, it probably should have been fine if it was a botched GTS.
Right.
I think that they need to start finding these guys when they have issues like this. Because, I mean, I love Seth Rollins, but come on, let's get real. How many people has he injured?
He has gotten safer, though. Yeah,
but...
Yeah, I remember you...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I remember Bret Hart calling him one ruthless mother for a while. Ruthless motherfucker after what he did to Sting.
Yeah.
Well, he hurt Finn Balor, too.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, he's gotten a lot safer.
Yeah, well, I think that he really didn't have a choice because I'm pretty sure that the WWE was probably on his way out if he didn't get safer. But you could make an argument too that he actually he began the whole Dean getting injured last Monday night because Dean initially hurt that elbow when Seth Rollins dove off or dove in between the ropes.
Yeah.
When he initially hurt that elbow, but then of course later on he got it smacked in the chest, and that's what did it in.
Right.
But just my opinion there.
No, your opinion is your opinion. It's opinion, you know.
I just WWE needs to pump up the game, and I don't even really care no matter what. At this point in time, I don't care what they do. They need to do something, because I'm at the point, I love wrestling.
Right.
But I'm at the point now where I don't care if I watch or not.
Yeah. A lot of people are like that right now.
Lots of people are.
Thanks for the subscription there, Big Josh Hinkle. Much appreciated, my friend.
Right. I remember I remember JP mentioned this, and I think Heather mentioned this as well. You know, maybe Vince McMahon should step down. You know, concentrate on other things. Do you believe the same thing, Gina?
Oh, I absolutely 110% believe it, but he will not do it.
Yeah.
No, I think we have to wait for what's going to happen eventually, which is Vince McMahon's death.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because he's not going to step down.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
The only thing that I could think of happening would be if his kids actually went to him and said, listen, something needs to change. But I don't see that happening either, because both Shane and Stephanie have children.
Mm-hmm.
So neither one of them are in a big hurry to go back to, the PG-13 eras.
Right.
Right. And then the other thing also is what JP has said is true. I mean, even if, when the inevitable happens and Vince is gone, both Vince and Linda, then the next thing that'll happen is, he's already basically given over the reins in more ways than one to Triple H and Stephanie. But it's going to be a while before things go to full-on control of Triple H, because Vince's regime or Vince's yes men are still going to be in to some degree or other, unless they outright fire them first day.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Drew, I know I'm live on. I can't stop it. I want to stop it, but I can't. But whatever. We had an issue. I had an issue with the fucking OBS. So I'm back to the old way.
Yeah, we're looking at the chat.
Yep, I hit 80 subs, guys. Thanks for the subs. I totally appreciate it.
Good to hear that.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Congrats,
thank you. And for everybody that subbed to me, I sub back to you. So you've got my what do you call it?
Allegiance?
Well, that too, but I'm trying to think of the word. I can't even think right now. But yeah, if I sub to you, you get a sub back, and that's the promote. I will promote you. I will promote you as long as you're able to put out content.
Now you mentioned Linda McMahon. Do you think she'll have time to come back to the WWE?
No.
We don't.
No, she won't. She won't. But what I'm saying about Vince and Linda is, when Vince is gone, I think Linda is so far removed from the entire company that she's just going to basically devote herself to the grandkids.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll be a businesswoman first and foremost, but she's going to devote herself to the grandkids, and that's it. I mean, anything outside of that, she's just going to allow she'll allow Triple H, Stephanie, and Shane to handle everything.
Yep.
And plus, I don't think she'll have time. She's currently the administrator for the Small Business Administration under our current president.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is, for the longest time, the McMahons had wanted, they hated being a part of the wrestling business. That were not necessarily Shane and Stephanie, but Vince and Linda were trying to veer away from the wrestling business because of Linda's political agenda.
Yep.
I don't even know if agenda is the right word. Because of her political
aspirations.
And yes, there you go. They were trying to separate themselves from the WWE. Right then and there, I think.
No, it was just for Raw. It wasn't commercial free for SmackDown. They never said anything about SmackDown being commercial free for an hour.
Yeah.
All I heard was Raw. Go ahead. Sorry.
But right then and there, they should have signed over at least I mean, they could have still kept their shares in the company, but they should have signed over creative rights and all that stuff to Triple H, Stephanie, and Shane. Because if you're that far, you want to get yourself that far removed from your own company, then you really have no reason to be calling the shots anymore.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Tyler. Here we go, Breezango. I mean, the Fashion Police.
Yeah, they're buried. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Not
Of
anymore.
course.
Guess who they're going up against?
Of course. Who else?
Yeah.
Who else? The not Wyatt family.
Fucking Bob, and I stay around like a hover around. He is such a...
Bob, it makes me laugh.
Yes, he does. Not as much as Basement makes me laugh.
Cool guy.
Gina, you wish you were on the stream last night because it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, it was.
I passed out cold at, I'm going to say probably like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Oh, really?
The only reason I didn't was because just because we were at a friend's house for Christmas and we didn't get home until around 8:15, 8:30, something like that. So I missed the tail end. I caught maybe the last 2-3 minutes of JP being on his stream, and then went right to Joe. And then not long after Joe's show, I don't think I even caught the end of it because I just was exhausted, and somewhere around 9:30 I fell asleep.
Right.
Well, I stayed up all Christmas Eve because I couldn't sleep.
Right.
So I stayed up all night, and then I took one nap at my mom's, which was maybe like an hour or two. So by the time I got home, I was fucking exhausted, man. I missed your stream, I missed Joe's stream, I missed Basement stream. Everybody just missed it all.
God, that entrance looks like a black wedding.
I like the entrance. It's just, why do they got Breezango in this?
Yeah.
Why are they doing
I
that?
don't mind it. I'm just saying it looks like a black wedding, which is kind of very Undertaker-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, down to the smoke.
And who is this entrance for?
The Bludgeon Brothers, formerly the Wyatt family.
Harper and Rowan.
Harper and Rowan.
Can we back a second? What did you guys think about the Woken Matt Hardy segment from last night?
I talked about that last night. It's better than what they've been doing. I've been waiting for that. I wanted them to do that the second week. I didn't like
it wasn't bad.
I didn't like the altercation. I didn't like them fighting.
It wasn't bad, but I agree with you, JP. I was kind of hoping that when the lights came on, Matt Hardy was directly behind him.
Yep, and just standing there. And then when Bray Wyatt turned around, he kind of had that oh shit look on his face and kind of backed away.
For me, it just didn't do it. There still was so much hype with this Woken.
It's because they waited too long.
How many weeks now? Like 2-3 weeks they've been doing this whole back and forth thing. And then all of a sudden, all it is like he jumps into the ring. Bray Wyatt runs out, and Matt's laughing, which I get it. That's part of the Woken gimmick. But don't laugh for 2 minutes straight. Like, say something.
Yeah. Yeah, they waited too long to do what they did, in my opinion. But
it's not their fault because, they had the whole lawsuit thing going on. I understand.
Yeah.
But in the same sense, it's just like, Jesus, give us something. Like, you made us wait for this long. Give us something more than that.
Right. Yep. Totally agree. And I knew it was going to be Bray Wyatt was going to be the one was going to break him. But he broke him too easily. When they did it in TNA, it was a gradual thing. It wasn't an immediate awakening or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Him being broken didn't happen immediately. It was gradual. This one, they just like, okay, you're broken. Or woken, whatever.
Well, that was stupid and pointless.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm looking at the match, and
the
whole slapping, Harper slapping Rowan, and then tagging out, and then tagging himself out again. That was like, well, that was stupid and pointless.
I think the whole thing, one of these times, Harper's going to slap Rowan, and Rowan's going to fucking choke slam his ass.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Well, and you know,
They really are wearing a darker colored version of Kane's old clothes.
Kane 2,
Wow.
Kane 3. Now, what were you going to say, Gina? I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, what they did with Luke Harper kind of really upset me because, in my opinion, Luke Harper is an amazing athlete. He gets in the ring and he brings it. He's fast. He's agile. He's got all of the top-notch things that are required by a top superstar.
He should be in a singles. Yep.
They're not. They didn't do anything with his single career whatsoever. And then he was off TV for how long before they made him part of a tag team again?
Right. In my opinion, Harper should have been a fucking either U.S. champion. He was Intercontinental champion for a while.
Yeah.
But the way that they put the title on him was weird. It didn't make any sense. But after he broke away from Bray Wyatt, his character is actually pretty good. He got better and better and better, and I think I agree with you, Gina. He's a very good athlete. For as big as he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time I could think of, I mean, for a guy that size, more or less like height, even if he was maybe a little bit shorter, I don't think there's very many guys like that can move like he does. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was thinking like guys that are more significantly, maybe a little bit shorter, but are more significantly like say bigger guys or whatever. I keep going back to like Bam Bam Bigelow and how agile that guy was. It was insane.
Right. Why is the Ascension acting like the civil human beings?
I don't understand this.
Really?
Challenging the Legend Brothers for a rematch.
I remember seeing them a couple times before.
They're really good. They're a really good tag team. Why they're not being used right, I don't know. I don't get it. Oh well.
I imagine Triple H must want to throw something every single time he watches them being misused.
All of them. All of those people that they were called up.
Yeah, considering that's what I'm talking about. All four of them, considering that he was the one that brought them in, especially how Tyler. They did that whole Breaking Ground show on the network, and it ends with Tyler Breeze getting called up, and then he gets treated like crap.
Yep.
I know, yeah.
Oh God, here we go again with
so
the crap fest from last week and Stephanie hogging the limelight.
We are well. It wasn't even Stephanie hogging the limelight. It was just her making this. We talked about this last night. We talked about this on Heather's stream. This whole freaking gimmick of they don't like. I think I said this to Gina too. They don't need it. The women have nothing to prove. Do they deserve it? Sure, they do. But they're not even going to use it right. They're not going to give them women but 15 minutes in the match. It's going to be a 15-minute match. It's going to be a waste of a Rumble match. Makes no sense. Why Alexa Bliss is standing in there, I don't know, because she's the fucking champion.
Honestly, I have a feeling that Alexa Bliss is not going to be the champion come Royal Rumble.
I was thinking that too last night.
I honestly have a feeling that they're going to make Asuka champion because otherwise everybody's going to know what's going to happen in that Rumble.
Yeah, but she did say last night that she was entering the Rumble. Asuka.
Oh, God, I'm looking at the chat and laughing my ass off. Drew.
What's he doing now?
Something, well, I'll let you read the comment, but something about a coconut.
Oh, Alex has coconuts. Alex has coconut internet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why his internet's always going in and out. Coconut tree fell down or some shit like that.
Yeah, I know, but...
Oh, I gotta go back.
No weirder than sticking your dick in a coconut.
It might hurt a little bit, Drew. Just saying.
Is Alex in here? I didn't see him.
Mhm.
Oh, is
Yeah,
he?
he's
Well, hey,
in
Alex,
chat
how's it
right
going,
now.
man? Thanks for showing up, brother. You have
Yeah, I
You
may
have-
have internet, but it works 10 times better than coconut internet.
corn internet.
He tells,
Oh,
he tells me
jeez.
that I have corn internet because I'm surrounded by cornfields.
You
I
have
have health on
Alex.
one
You
side.
actually have marijuana internet because that's what the Bahamas is known for.
We have hamburger internet here.
What? That makes no sense.
The hamburger.
Remember, I like to throw wild cards in now and then.
I'm trying to remember back from last night who all had matches.
From last night,
Yeah, there was really nothing memorable.
just the Matt Hardy thing was the only thing that was good about the show, to be honest with you. This Sarah Logan drives me up the fucking wall.
I think it's what they're doing with her because she really is a great wrestler.
Oh, she is. I'm not taking anything away from her, honestly. It's just I do not understand. She's. I was married to a girl from Kentucky. They don't talk like that.
Yeah.
They don't.
Well, and that's the thing. Like that's what makes me kind of aggravated with her because they make it seem like just because she's from Kentucky that she's this inbred kind of Southern girl or whatever, and that pisses me off because the South has enough stereotypes about it already.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. Jamaica. You have the Coke internet. Sorry, Alex.
Yeah. Let's not forget they did the same thing to Trevor Murdoch.
Yep.
Yeah, they made him look like a redneck because of his father's reputation. Dick Murdoch, Captain Redneck.
Well, the
back in
thing
the day.
the thing about Sarah Logan is she's not even from fucking Kentucky, people. She's from Indiana.
Really?
Wow.
Wait. In my opinion, they should have signed Jazzy instead of Sarah. Because Jazzy, I mean, there was so much that they could have done with Jazzy. I mean, she would have been perfect for Nia.
You know what I was thinking, talking about that? They got the Women's Royal Rumble. Guess who might show up at there?
Who's that?
Jazzy Gabbard.
That would make my day, honestly.
I don't think
That's
she'll win it, but she'll be there. And then she'll go to
absolutely
NXT.
fell with that girl. Like what made me fall for her, because at first I was like, "Whoa, she's kind of scary." But what made me start loving her was the way that she finished the match.
Yep.
Like when she lost with dignity.
Yep.
And she went over and she was really the only contestant. I'm stuttering like hell in it. I'm sorry, but she's the only contestant that I can remember that actually congratulated their opponent in that way.
I mean, Abby Lath did when she lost. Well, Shayna Baszler did at the end. I mean, they did, but if you're talking about being sincere about it, then yes.
Yeah. Well, and it was just so. It was great because her character is such a strong, very kind of masculine character. Like you should just be scared of me, type of thing. But then to see her emotions come out at the end of it was great.
Yep. I think they're going to sign her. I wouldn't so much worry about it.
Why they didn't sign Mia Yim, I have no idea.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yep, don't know.
Oh God, that drives me nuts more than anything.
I think they will. I think they will. But she's honestly, Mia Yim, I think, is main roster ready.
Oh, definitely.
She doesn't need to go to NXT. I mean, they'll put her down in NXT, but she doesn't need to be on NXT.
Yeah, and the one thing that I had an issue with all these new women from NXT being called up is there are certain women in there that have not been in NXT for very long. Sarah Logan is a perfect example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Sonya's amazing, but she's another one. She was not in NXT for very long.
Sonya Deville? You
sorry?
You talking about Sonya Deville?
Yeah.
I don't care for her. There's a reason. I don't like her gimmick.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's an MMA person. She gets her ass kicked all the time. That makes no sense. I mean, she's supposed to be able to kick people's asses. That's what MMA people do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I get it, but she always ends up getting her ass beat at the end. Makes no sense. But go ahead. What were you saying? Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, you have these girls that they weren't in NXT for very long, if at all.
Right.
And they're getting signed and they're getting called up to the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
Yet you have girls that are still in NXT that have been there for a long time and they're working their ass off and they're main roster ready.
Right.
And they're just getting passed right over. Now, like, if I was, say, like, Ember Moon or a couple of other girls down there, I would be irate because I got passed over. You know what I mean? For Christ's sakes, they just called Asuka up not too long ago. Asuka was there for 2 years, undefeated.
Well,
Sarah Logan goes straight to the main roster?
Yep. Asuka, to be honest with you, has always been main roster ready.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't really need to go to NXT, in my opinion. She's the best women's wrestler in the world. I don't think there's anybody better.
I mean, Finn Balor was main roster ready when he came to NXT too.
Yes. So was Samoa Joe.
But I mean, you know, I think at that time they put them in NXT because they were trying to build NXT, which they did, undoubtedly they did. Because I mean, argue with me if you think I'm wrong, but NXT, if you think of like the greatest moments in NXT, it was when Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Asuka, you know, all of the guys that are on the main roster, when they were back in NXT, that's when NXT really got going.
Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a turn here. Natalia's gonna join the group. Watch.
You know what? Am I the only one that doesn't give a shit about Natty anymore? Like, she's great, but I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
You've made her into this whiny bitch, and you know she's not. She's a powerful superstar that should be helped for that, and she's been there forever.
Yeah, the daughter of the Anvil. For crying out loud.
I mean, I think that they should do more with her, but I think it's getting to the point where it's too late to do more with her.
I honestly hate to say this, Natalia, for as talented as she is in the ring, she's a charisma vacuum. She has no charisma whatsoever. To me, I like her. She's a really good worker in the ring, but she just has no charisma. She's a lot like, I hate to say, Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan has no fucking charisma at all. That's why he's not over.
Well, you know, I think that...
But he can work in the ring. Just has no charisma.
I think with Natty, if they would allow her to be more of herself in the ring, you know, because, like, from what I've gathered about Natty, anyway, I've never met her, but from what I gather, she's like this huge sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that if they would allow her to bring that into the ring a little bit more than trying to force her to be heel, then it might help her character a little bit.
Yeah,
usually does. You know, you gotta add a little bit of yourself into your character.
Yeah.
Yeah, WWE doesn't believe in that though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what they're doing with Roman, you know, they're not letting him be him.
Hi, Paige. How are you doing? You staying out of trouble? Better be. That's my niece is in
back
I
in the day you used to. I know that's for sure.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, they didn't have... Back in the day, they didn't have to push so hard for storylines because they just let people be themselves. And their natural character, they built upon their natural character.
Yep.
It wasn't all this forced stuff like it is today. Like with Roman Reigns, if they would have just let Roman be Roman from the beginning, then I guarantee you he would have hit. He would have been a hit already.
Yeah.
He would have popped so hard. But instead, they're trying to turn him into this little stooge.
Right. Yes, you're gonna see me say good love you. My niece is in this chat, so she's just saying hi to me and all that stuff. So
that's cool.
So go ahead, Gina. I'm sorry, I just wanted to throw that.
No, that was it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hope that I don't know. With the WWE, they need to give these guys a little more freedom. It's just the bottom line. And that's the only way that they're going to come out of this funk that they're in.
Exactly. I mean, you look back at like the Attitude Era or Ruthless Aggression, or even prior to the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had storylines, but those storylines were built on the characters that the guys themselves came up with.
Right.
You know, nobody gave Stone Cold his persona. He made that himself.
Yes.
You know, or
he came up.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, he came up with the Stone Cold name when his wife served him tea one time and said, "Here's how you like it, Stone Cold," and there you know, boom, light bulb went off of his head.
That's how it started.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you take a look at Kurt Angle.
Oh, here comes Bobby Roode.
Oh, Bobby Roode.
I love this. I love this entrance. Him and Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance are the two best entrances in the WWE.
I'm fucking Bobby Roode.
Well, he doesn't say that.
I know, but I just can't help but throw that in there.
Yeah, I know, that's funny.
Triple H wants to fuck.
I'll get you a girl in the chat.
Do what? I'm sorry.
There's a baby girl in the chat.
Well, she's 15. She's heard that. She's heard worse.
We're good then.
Yeah.
Trust me, I got a 15-year-old. I know how that works. But I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. Oh yeah, I was like, even you look at Kurt Angle.
Right.
What's fun did they give him? They built off of his Olympic hero status. It happened in his real life. All of the greats that I remember were not force-fed. They didn't start force-feeding crap until people like Randy Orton and John Cena came in.
Okay, hold on. Edgy. Let me tell you something about Aleister Black. He's in NXT. He's not in the main roster. And I'm sorry, but it is no glorious entrance. Bobby Roode has the... I love it too, but it's not as good as Bobby Roode's entrance. I mean, look at his entrance is like, he makes it a big deal. Why do you think he's so over?
Yeah.
I do like Aleister Black's entrance, but yeah.
Yeah, I love Aleister Black's entrance because I love like hardcore metal like that.
I do too.
So.
I do too.
Another name we gotta throw in is The Rock.
Yeah.
You remember back when he first debuted in the WWF, when it was called that at the time, he was Rocky Maivia, a combination of Peter Maivia and Rocky Johnson. But he wasn't really getting anywhere. People were shouting things like "Rocky sucks," "Die Rocky die," and I guess that built up to the Rock heel character.
Well, they were trying to. They almost made him. They almost turned him into Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I know. But instead, at least they paired him up with the Nation of Domination. You know, and then later on, he became his own individual.
Yep. What were you going to say, Gina? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I mean, if you think about it with The Rock as well, yeah, they force-fed him that storyline, and he didn't get over.
I still disagree with you, NG. Go ahead.
Eventually, they gave him creative control over his character, and he ran it, and now he is the most popular superstar of all time.
Oh yeah, he is super.
Who, The Rock or Stone Cold?
Oh, The Rock, definitely.
Well, The Rock, Stone Cold. I'd say the top 3 superstars of all time, as far as like and people being able to recognize their name. It's going to be The Rock, Stone Cold, and John Cena.
I think it's Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker.
Undertaker, yes, if you're a wrestling fan. However, if you're not a wrestling fan, a lot of people aren't going to recognize that name. The only reason why I say The Rock, Stone Cold, and John Cena is because they're wrestling heroes, but in the same sense, they've also been in Hollywood.
I love Kane.
That's true. Very true.
That was sarcasm. I can't stand Kane right now. We were talking about that last night. I liked Kane when he first came out, and then they changed his gimmick like 10 times.
I know.
You know, I gotta be honest, the only time that I ever liked Kane was when he was with Daniel Bryan.
Really? I didn't care for him then either.
Oh, I loved him then. But then again, I've always been like a huge Daniel Bryan fan, so I think it was more Daniel Bryan than Kane.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know something. Do you think they should let him grow his hair out again like he used to?
Who?
When he wears that cane.
Kane won't grow his hair back out.
Kane never had a full set of hair like that. That was always a wig, dude.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
And not only that, even if it wouldn't have been, he doesn't want to grow it back out. He's going into politics.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember he's supposed to be running for mayor in this town in Tennessee, I believe.
Yes.
If I remember seeing.
He is running for mayor.
Yeah, so he's honestly, I think that I can't talk tonight. What is wrong with me?
You're all right.
I think that is the only reason why he is back in the WWE to begin with,
Mm-hmm.
is because he is trying to put himself over and get his name out there.
That could be.
Probably also get campaign money as well.
I don't know about that.
If you think back and you look at Jesse Ventura, for instance, when Jesse Ventura was running for governor of Minnesota,
Mm-hmm.
he went back and he did a stint on WWE for just a couple of episodes, and it was just to get his name back out there and refresh people's minds of who he was.
Right.
Yeah.
So correct.
Yeah.
Agree?
Yes. Shit, I remember seeing him wrestle in the Joe Louis Arena back in '86.
Yeah.
Yeah. We really dug the guy, you know. Give him credit. Give him absolute credit.
So help me God, if they fucking have Bobby Roode lose to this guy,
Who is it?
it's Baron Corbin. I can
I
see.
am not a Baron Corbin fan at all.
Say it again. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
I'm not a Baron Corbin fan at all.
I'm not. I'm getting to the point where I don't give a shit about him either. To be honest with you, they buried him so many times, and the people could sit there and say, "Well, they're not burying him." The fuck, they're not. How can you say they're not?
I honestly think that Baron Corbin is burying himself.
Yeah, because he doesn't shut his fucking mouth.
Exactly, and I'm not saying that he's not a hard worker, because no doubt he is. But even back when he was in NXT, I don't know if you guys watched the Breaking Ground. I believe it was called. Was that the one where they followed NXT?
I'm not sure. I didn't see it. It might have.
Anyways,
Go ahead.
there's a show on WWE Network that it starts with a B. I'm pretty sure it's Breaking Ground.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
Uh-huh.
But they followed NXT superstars around back when it was Baron Corbin, Bayley, Enzo, back when all them guys were in NXT.
Right.
And if you watch Baron Corbin, even then, he was so selfish
Yeah.
that I think right then and there, I was completely turned off from him.
But he's a former pro football player, right?
Oh, yeah, and that's the same for, oh, God, what is that guy's name?
Mojo Rawley?
No, well, not Mojo. He's in NXT now. Really pretty boy.
Say it again?
He's the guy that I'm thinking of. He's in NXT right now,
Uh-huh.
and he's like a really pretty boy. Always drives fancy cars around,
Yeah, I don't
like
know.
this white fancy.
Dresses in the coolest threads.
Hmm.
In a way.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name, but anyways, he's really full of himself as well because he's a former
Okay.
football player. But he was actually he was cut from NXT, and then they brought him back.
Okay.
Wow.
I love Mojo.
No, you have not, Drew. We'll have to talk about that sometime. Drew just said in the chat, did I tell you the story of my brother meeting Baron Corbin and not realizing it? You can call in if you want, dude.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Or I can add you to the call. You want me to add you to the call? I can do that.
Yeah, I'll probably hop off here in a little bit so I
Okay.
can get you guys can get other people in here.
Do you want me to add you to the call, Drew? You don't know who Gina, tell him who you mean. We're talking about Baron Corbin, brother. Yeah, I don't. Oh, you're talking about that one. I don't know who she's talking about either. I'd have to catch up on it. Is it?
I'll look it up.
Is it one of the guys? They're the Sabatini.
Yeah.
One of the guy he's with. I could see him being a football player. Whoever that tag team is, it's one of those two guys. I think is who she's talking about.
I'm looking at that right now.
Okay, man. I'm gonna add Drew. He says it's cold as fuck outside. We know. Gina and I both know how fucking cold it is.
Exactly.
I went to the fucking fill my car with gas so I don't have to do it in the morning. My hands were completely frozen in like 30 seconds.
Right.
Holy crap.
His name is Tino Sabatini.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it in the chat.
All right, all you got to do is add yourself.
Sabatelli, whatever the hell that guy's name is. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Mojo Rawley. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but
They'd have to build up his character a little bit more. Turn that shit down. I'm just kidding, man.
Can you still hear the music?
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, I heard something there.
All right, I walk around the corner. Yeah. The awning is open air in this bar, so people can smoke in there. So it's like, it's really easy to hear shit when you're outside still. That's good.
All right, so tell your story.
Yes, so my brother and I were meeting up at an indie show in KC a couple of years ago when Corbin was still in NXT and he really hadn't made any large strides yet.
Right.
And my brother beat me there by about 15 minutes, so he was standing in line and he was talking to this guy. By the time I got there, he was already in the grandstand. You know,
Oh, did we lose him? I think we did.
Oh crap!
It's all right. All he's got to do is add him. All he's got to do is call back in or add himself back in. Oh, it's what Riddick Moss and Tino Sabatelli are the names. Gina. Did we lose Gina too? No.
No, I'm sorry. I'm here. I said I was going to be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, Tino is actually the one I'm talking about because he was on that Breaking Ground as well. And his attitude in there was just, it was so bad. And he wasn't listening to any of the coaches, so they actually released him.
Yeah.
And
Because,
brought him back.
Yep. Are you back, Drew? Nope.
Drew?
Drew, are you there?
Fucking hit a Skype.
Ah.
I'll be right back.
Oh, thank God Bobby Roode won. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell your story.
How far did I even get before
You got to the part where he beat you there or something? He got there before you did? You didn't get very far.
So yeah, he beat me there, and he's when I got there, he's already sitting in the bleachers. You know, it's on like a basketball court, and the ring's in the center.
Right.
And he says, yeah, I had this cool conversation with this dude. You know, we talked about high school and college football, shared our stories, and, you know, just bullshit a little bit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Where is he? And he points across the basketball court to this guy that's towering over everyone else. And he's standing up against the wall just bullshitting with a couple of people. And I said, you don't know who that is? He goes, oh, of course I know. I don't come to these indie shows with you. And I'm like, no, he doesn't wrestle here. He wrestles for WWE. And he's like, well, I've never seen him. I'm like, you've got the network. You don't watch NXT? He's like, no, who is it? I'm like, it's fucking Baron Corbin. I had to pull a picture for him.
Oh, really?
And he's like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I'm like, well, you know what? He probably had a really cool experience with you because you didn't fucking mark out with him. You just bullshitted with him like a normal person.
Yeah.
But the reason he was there is he lives about 30 blocks from me.
Oh, really?
They're in,
Well, he is from
next to
KC.
Kansas.
He is from KC.
Yeah. His mom still lives at the same address. Obviously, he's probably, well, I mean, he's on the road all the time, but I don't know if that's his residence, but that's where he grew up.
Right.
Are you already?
So, anyways, that's the story. I was just flabbergasted that he's just sitting there like, oh, yeah, I just talked to this cool dude.
Ty Dillinger's wrestling Jinder Mahal in this tournament. You know who's going to win that one?
The perfect 10.
Yeah, you wish.
Well, anyways,
David, you know he's not going to, you know that Jinder Mahal's going to win that match.
anyways, it's about 2 degrees here in Omaha, so I'm going to go back inside, guys.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
Bye, Drew.
Cheers,
Have a
guys.
good one.
See you later, brother.
Good one, man.
Yeah, you guys too.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
2 degrees. I wish it was 2 degrees here. It's like -9 right now.
Yep, it's fucking cold. It is fucking cold. My car wouldn't even start this morning.
You know what? I haven't been out all day to start mine. Mine's in the garage.
At least yours is in the garage. Mine's out in the street.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably go out and start mine just on the same side.
Yeah, when it gets really freaking cold up here, like the gas freezes. That's how cold it gets here.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm up on top of a hill and there's no trees stopping anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
my apartment complex is actually on the edge of town, so it's just flat fields all around me. So there's nothing stopping the window by me either.
Right.
Even when you have it in the garage, it still sometimes doesn't want to start.
And then if you're like I'm surrounded in the north, we got Lake Superior. To the east, we have Lake Michigan, and then we have the Mississippi River. So we're surrounded by bodies of water, so we get that crap. There's something that causes us to be even colder than normal.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a bunch of lakes up there in Minnesota by where you're at, right, Gina?
Yes, sir.
So that's why you get the really fucking cold ass fucking weather too. It sucks. It sucks.
That's because
I mean, I've lived in this state my whole life, but it is fucking cold. I hate the cold weather. I try not to go outside ever, unless I have going to work. I didn't even like going outside when I was a kid. I hate cold weather.
yeah, but I'm with you completely on that one. Like if I can move down south tomorrow, I
Yeah,
would.
yeah, right.
Oh, shit. That was one of the reasons why I moved down here in Texas.
You're in that shit state. All right. I don't like Texas either.
I have a lot of family in Texas, but like I'm from Louisiana, so. But I used to live in Texas. I love San Antonio.
Yes, it's supposed to get really flipping cold here. It's supposed to get 15 below.
I'm originally, from what I heard, it's
Casey, I'm sorry to cut everybody off, but is there something wrong with the stream right now?
No, I've been watching it. Why? What's the matter?
Well, I'm just wondering because I pulled it up on my phone and it's still loading and everybody's saying, is anyone in here?
Oh, that's for some reason I had started 3 streams because I had OBS up. So the one that you're watching now, I think, is the one that I'm on, is working because I'm watching it as well because I'm in the chat. It seems to be working, but then again,
yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna get off, okay?
All right,
And,
Earl.
I'll be calling for dinners, okay? Hey guys, have a good one.
You too, brother. Thanks for calling in. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, all right, you too. Thanks for having me.
Yep.
Have a good one, Gina.
You too.
Bye, Earl.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, now I'm on the right one. All right.
Yeah, I had started it on OBS, and for some reason it wouldn't take the stream, so I had to.
Gotcha.
All right, we're gonna get Jinder Mahal and Ty Dillinger. This match will probably last 3 minutes.
Goody.
So sad.
You know, I'm so incredibly angry with what they are doing with Ty Dillinger. It's not even funny.
Yep, I agree. He's at least deserves a title run, or at least a shot at. I mean, he got it with AJ Styles, but I mean a legit shot at a pay-per-view. His gimmick is over. Why people don't understand that it is over? Why WWE can't get it?
Well, I don't think it's not that they don't get it. It's just that they have so many people that they want to push themselves that they're trying to push the wrong people.
Right.
And it's almost as if, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it feels to me almost as if they've lost that ability to pick out superstar out of the pack. Because now they have this hidden agenda. Whenever they sign somebody,
Mm-hmm.
they have a hidden agenda. You know, like, this is our it guy. This is our next big guy, whatever.
You're
And they don't allow anybody to show them.
You're with 95% of the true fans. I'm with you 100%. They've lost touch with who's a real superstar. Jinder Mahal is a jobber.
Jinder Mahal should have been left in the dust when they fired him the first time.
Yes. The guy is god-awful in the ring. He can't wrestle. His finisher, he doesn't even fucking do it right. You're supposed to go down with the guy. You're not supposed to let him go midair.
No, that's how people get hurt.
Exactly, because he loses. The guy can still control himself when you have a hold of him. When you let him go, he doesn't know where he's fucking going. He has no gravity. It's gravity is what's controlling him, and so we lost Merge, so it's just you and me. He'll pop back on. He's having issues. He was having issues earlier.
Gotcha.
I'm right back. Take over for me, Gina. I'm gonna go grab another beer. Okay.
Okay.
Just talk about what else.
All right, guys in the chat, what do you want me to talk about? So, in the chat, tell me who your favorite superstar is of all time and why. No? Okay. I don't have the stream going right now, guys, so it's kind of hard for me to talk about anything, but talk about that Ginger scared his voice away, please. Trek, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean he scared his voice away? Bobbit, I'm not talking about corn, you dick. Hey,
I'm back now. Hey, Serge.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good. I was having trouble with the phone again.
Show Bob's.
Alex, I am not showing Bob's.
Good Lord. This is a family-friendly show, man. Not so much. The thing is, my niece might be in here. That's gross. You weirdo.
It's a running joke with Canadian Basement and Sir Cardinal because they set it up in Canada.
Oh.
When they have the Indian guys that are working at the gas stations up there, and they said that these guys will literally ask females to show Bob's.
Oh.
Oh.
That's why, it's a running joke.
Okay.
Your niece still in the chat, JP?
She might be. I don't know.
Yes, she is.
Yep, she's there.
No.
Which is fine.
I just saw the chat. I just saw the comment. Never mind.
Am I?
Let's
I am
family friendly guys in the chat.
Am I? That's all right. She's heard worse. Just know.
That's
just
true,
know.
but
Just
still.
know. Really, you can swear. Just don't know sexual crap.
So Trek wants us to talk about how Ginger has permanent laryngitis.
I do. It's what I say all the time. He does. Him and Alicia Fox. I have always said that they need to have a gimmick together on how to cure their laryngitis.
I forget which one of the women from
Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox.
I know, but I'm thinking about the ones with Paige. I forget which. I think they said Mandy Rose said she looked up to Trish Stratus, and that's why she became a wrestler.
Yep.
Which is, to me, was light years better than whichever one was the moron that said that Alicia Fox was her inspiration when Stone Cold was doing Tough Enough.
Yep.
That part was just tragically hilarious.
Yep.
You know, my daughter, a while back, we were watching, I think it was Survivor Series? Yeah, Survivor Series we were watching, and she says, Mommy, I like her, and she points to Alicia Fox, and I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, boy.
No. And I'm like, why do you like her, baby? And she says, well, she's got pretty hair. And I'm like, oh my god, are you gonna toughen this girl up?
Who's got pretty hair? I'm sorry.
Alicia Fox.
Oh my god, I can't figure out why people think she's good.
She's not. But you know what, though? My daughter, like 2 seconds after that, Asuka came out.
Yeah.
And then after that, Bella was all about Asuka.
Well, of course.
And I'm like, that's my girl.
The thing with Alicia Fox, yes, she's been with the company 12 years. But if we're going to sit here and pay homage to everybody that has been in the WWE for more than 12 years, then everybody deserves to be a champion. She has not given me a reason to say she is worthy of being a champion. She was a champion. She doesn't need another run.
Well, you know, the thing is with Alicia Fox, I think the WWE has turned her character into such a psychopath.
Right.
That there's really nowhere for her to go. I mean, she can't go from being this crazy lunatic girl to all of a sudden being perfectly fine. mean, what are they going to say? She's on medication?
Yep.
That's really the only way that they can do that. So they killed her character.
Yeah, but the last time they did a character on medication, they also had to do CM Punk, bringing him out of the stupor of the medication.
Paige goes, I was watching some WWE. You aren't watching it anymore? If you aren't, I don't blame you, Paige. Not going to lie.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't either.
Let's see. Tim wants to know who has been the worst champion ever.
The most recent one? That is not champion now? Well, Jinder Mahal. The worst champion ever. Khali is right behind him.
Yeah.
The great Khali, there was no reason why that man should have ever been champion to begin with.
Nope. Yep, Paige isn't watching anymore, and I don't blame you.
No, I don't blame you either, sweetie.
In history, I just told you, Jinder Mahal is number 1 and Great Khali is number 2. Timothy asked the same question. The Miz is number 3.
Yeah.
The Miz's title run was terrible. Even that last, even though he was better than Jinder Mahal, it was not worthy of. I really wasn't even paying attention.
Jinder's a name that I don't think I would have ever wanted to see in the WWE title history ever.
Right, but you've seen the 3MB. Oh, he actually fucking did his finisher right this time. Holy fucking shit. He actually did the finisher right this time, but it really still wasn't that great.
Still wasn't great, but then again, he also had a guy who was light enough for him to pick up.
That's true. Well, the AJ Styles is the same weight as he is, though.
Yeah, he's I know, but he just. Honestly, the only time I've ever seen somebody pull off that move convincingly, and the guy should have been, at the very least, Intercontinental Champion because they didn't have the U.S. title, was Billy Gunn.
You wish Rock was still on WWE, Paige? We discussed that one day. We don't need no more Rock.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't need no more Rock. So she's a Rock. That's why she loves the Rock. There's still people out there that do, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not.
No.
I wish I would love to go back to when he was full time in WWE. Because WWE, that's when WWE was really good. Yeah. When he was full time. You could put him in any program and he was good.
When my phone had cut out the first time, I was thinking right now, and to go back to something that Gina said a long while back.
Mm-hmm.
You were mentioning about Jazzy Gabbert and how she's scary and all that. I was thinking, and I wanted to say, but my phone cut out, and for whatever reason it dropped out. But I was thinking that she kind of reminds me a little bit of Luna Vachon.
Yep.
I mean, scary talented, but at the same time, she's also got her head in the right place. I mean, I don't know if you were able to still hear that phone interview with Joe on his that he did with her.
No, I still have yet to be able to hear that. I'm gonna have to go back and find that.
That was a real. I mean, it was like it wasn't all that long that I remember. But then again, it was just a snippet on YouTube. But it was really good though.
Yeah.
Paige, I have WWE Network. If you want to watch The Rock in his heyday, I will let you watch Rock in his heyday.
Oh, Paige is gonna love all of that. I can guarantee you that one.
Yes. But you know,
Rock, Stone Cold, and Rock's feuds with I think his three biggest rivals that I could think of were Stone Cold, Triple H, and Jericho.
Who's my favorite wrestler, Enrico? I've said it numerous times. I don't know. Well, he's probably not been here. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
and mine is Jeff Hardy.
I love both too. I love him too. The old Jeff Hardy. Well, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I like the brother Nero better.
Yeah, I gotta go with Jericho.
I do love him too. See, it's hard to pick. I love them all, to be honest with you. If they were putting a program properly, I wouldn't care who they are. They could be a heel.
Depending on how old I was, you'd have to have asked me. I mean, I'm thinking right now that you mentioned that Paige, that your niece is so huge into The Rock. When I was about her age, you would have asked me. It would have been right around then was when he went to WCW. But if you would have asked me when I was like 6 or 7, it would have been Hulk Hogan.
Right. Hey, Adam, I did see you in the chat. Thanks for being here, brother. Totally. The radio station playing in the bar just got done playing some crappy country song. Now they're playing Can I Get a Jay-Z? The bar that Drew was in was playing some crappy country song. Now they're playing Can I Get A by Jay-Z. Whatever that is. I don't know what that song is.
That's Kansas for you. That's the Midwest for you.
Well, he's in Omaha. He's in Nebraska. All right.
But Enrico, I can't be a Cena fan anymore. I just can't. When Cena first came out, I loved him. Like, I'm not going to lie. Well, let me rephrase that. When he first came out and they started with the word life stuff and he was the rapper and all that, I thought he was a douchebag. I hated him, which I was supposed to because he was a heel.
Right.
But then when they turned face and he started in with the actual John Cena, I fell in love with that guy. Like, back when he came out with the CD and all that, I love John Cena. Now, John Cena has been shoved down my throat so much that I literally just want to vomit every single time I see him.
Well, Paige, the reason why you watched WWE when you were little is because I watched it. What's up, John Wills? How you doing?
What's going on, JP?
Not much. Who is this Ed? Just hold on a second. Who is Ed, Paige? Is that show Ed? I've never seen it. I don't know what she's talking about.
I think she's talking about Eddie Guerrero. Maybe.
Oh, might have been. I don't know. She might be. I don't know.
No, I was thinking. I'm actually on the opposite end of that with Gina. When Cena first started, yeah, he was a little douchey, but then again, I'd been watching some of his stuff since he was since before he got hired, and he was known as the prototype.
OVW?
Yeah, and then, well, actually, here in California, actually, before he even went to OVW, that he was the prototype, and then they brought him into OVW and all that. But then when he showed up, challenged Angle and all that, but as soon as he did the Vanilla Ice rapper gimmick, I loved all that stuff. And then, but the minute that he went full on corporate and just basically turned into the Cena that became the one that he is now, it just kind of got old and stale.
Right.
To me. Yeah.
What's up, John Wills? How's it going today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. What's up?
Wanted to call in and be with y'all for a little bit.
What, do you feel lonely? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Do you need cuddles?
I really want to cuddle.
I'll send Roach over, okay?
Just send him a barcogram with Gator.
Oh, good Lord. Hey, I don't know where he's at. Usually he's all about being in here. Last
I'm
couple of days.
surprised he's not right there by your side, begging for treats.
It's because I shut my door. He might be he might be at my door. I don't know.
Well, then again,
Nope.
Paige would know she's right there. So I mean, she'll hear this.
she's actually-
she'll tell you in the chat.
She's actually not here. She's in the chat.
Oh. Okay.
She's back at her mom's.
Oh, okay.
I can answer one
Paige,
question.
like I said, I got you covered. Don't worry about it. I have WWE
No,
Network.
Zayn and Owens being interviewed by another one of those robo reporters.
They don't let them.
I
They don't
am
let
a
them talk.
robot, and I'm interviewing Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
And
Beep, beep.
Yep, and they don't talk. They don't let them talk. If you notice, they don't let them talk. Every time they
Because
go
she
to
doesn't
open
really
their
have
mouth,
anything interesting to say anyway.
no. So he's like, "Can you shut up?" I've heard him say that. Just be quiet. Don't say anything. I got this. Because he knows how cringe they are.
One
Yeah.
thing that I loved from last night's Raw episode, I don't know if you guys are going to agree with me here, but when Renee Young was interviewing
Yes.
Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe was firing left and right, and then he made that little comment about Dean being able to stay home and celebrate the family people that he loves the most. The look on Renee's face was priceless, and that's the type of heel shit that us fans, us true fans, are looking for. You know,
Yeah, she had a look on her face like she wanted to kill him.
well, and you know that right there told me, yeah, the whole thing might have been scripted, but that part right there, I do not think was scripted because that.
Yeah, Renee really, she sold it very well.
Heather's
Yeah.
not. Heather's not here.
Kind of remind me a little bit about when Rock used to mess around with Lillian Garcia with the whole people's strudel and all that stuff.
Not just Lillian, Kevin Kelly, Michael Cole.
Mhm.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Have a good night, Enrico. I'll see you tomorrow.
Kelly was just utter
Possibly.
genius. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
He is one of the best backstage interviewers of all time to me.
Samoa Joe. Oh,
Kevin Kelly.
yeah.
Oh, you mean Hermie?
Hermie.
No, Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly.
Hermie. Yeah, Kevin Kelly. Hermie. You got to catch it from the beginning. All the promos with Kevin Kelly. Why Rock called him Hermie. JP would know.
I honestly don't know. I probably wasn't paying attention
No?
when Kevin Kelly
Oh,
was.
it's because from the very beginning he called him. He said Kevin Kelly was an ugly hermaphrodite, so he started calling him Hermie.
Oh.
His
Interesting.
nickname for him was Hermie.
God.
Trav just said something in the chat. He brought up a very interesting point. He said his nephew had no idea who Chris Benoit was. And the sad part about it is I understand that what happened was a tragedy, but I think what is also a tragedy is the fact that the WWE has buried Chris Benoit and his legacy to an extent that all of the new fans have no idea who he was. And it really is, in my opinion, it is horrible because Chris Benoit was a great wrestler.
We talked
You know,
about
you know,
that.
I said it all along after that happened. Sorry, John, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, you know why they're not mentioning him? Because the stupid doctors who can't even take care of the wrestlers right in the past, like they did to Hogan or Savage or Flair or whoever, and now they're trying to do the same shit to Chris Benoit. Now he's dead. I mean, come on.
Well, it's the whole thing comes back to concussion policy, and then along with that, the steroid and drug policy, because they weren't monitoring that well enough. Because Chris Benoit, it's been proven that he was both under steroids and he was suffering from concussion, and that contributed to his depression, which ultimately contributed to what happened.
The
So I
reason.
understand that the WWE is separating themselves from that for that reason. But I'm sorry, I was a huge Chris Benoit fan. I think it is an absolute tragedy. It's a tragedy that he is not going to be. He's never going to get into the Hall of Fame.
No, he never will. He never will because of that. And I mean, I'm one of them that I always said, you know what? If they don't want to do it because of obviously how everything went down, go for it and don't induct him. Do whatever you want, but don't erase him from history either.
Okay.
What he did in the ring, he did in the ring. I mean, the guy was a champion. And, I mean, I still remember when, just after it happened, I think any DVDs that they put out about WrestleMania 20, they literally were just blacking him out.
Yeah, which I'm glad that they're not doing anymore, because now if you actually look up certain events that you knew that certain pay-per-views from back in the day that you knew he was a part of, his matches.
They have a disclaimer.
They do have a disclaimer, but his matches are not, or they're in there. They haven't cut out. You know,
I watched an interview with Chavo Guerrero on the Chris Jericho podcast, and he was talking about how he reacted to when Chris Benoit died, and his reaction was, "Oh no, not again! I'm just lost Eddie, no, I'm losing Chris." And
there are two
guys. Such a sad story.
There are two factors.
It's like he lost family.
Well, the bottom line was Eddie and Chris Benoit were very, very close. You know.
Right.
And that contributed also to Chris Benoit's depression, because Eddie died right before that. But yeah, I can imagine how bad how hard that had to have been for Chavo.
And, you know, the first one, and then, you know, when it happened, they were all in the arena, you know, all around the ring, you know, talking about how it was going to happen tonight. And the first person to ever get upset and cry was Ric Flair. Chavo saw it, and he was like, Chavo was like, "What's going on?" And it's like, Chris died.
Here's two factors.
Yeah.
There's two factors as to why they don't talk about Chris Benoit. One was because of the steroids, and two, because it was a murder. Suicide.
Yeah.
Those are the two reasons. Those are the two reasons. Those are the two reasons why they do not talk about Chris Benoit. It's not because of the concussion thing, because the WWE is pretty vocal about the concussion thing. So it's not like, you know what I mean? So you can't say it's because of the concussion. It's because of the murder suicide, and because of the steroids is why they don't talk about Chris Benoit, which is sad.
Right.
They need to make it a complete issue.
The pathetic thing about the steroid thing now is with you have blatant examples of people that are using steroids that they don't seem to give a crap about, like Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, we discussed this last night. I don't think Kevin Sullivan killed his family. We discussed that last night. It's just a rumor. It's a conspiracy theory. You know what I think of conspiracy theories? Everybody look at the screen. This is what I think of conspiracy theories. They're stupid.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I completely understand, and I am in no way, shape, or form condoning what Benoit did.
Hornswoggle said in an ill kayfabe commentary interview that he thinks Chris Benoit was innocent. He didn't think he didn't do anything about this.
I don't know, man. Like, you know, Chris Benoit was messed up. That's the bottom line. He was messed up. You know, I mean, whether it be emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever, he was messed up.
no, I'm telling you what I think, Timothy. I don't take everything seriously. Good God, son. You take everything to offense. That's your problem. Sorry, guys. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's really sad to me, because I think back on like when I first started watching wrestling, and Chris Benoit was one of my favorite wrestlers. My mom and I used to watch, and she would put me in the crossface. Every single time wrestling was on, I was in the damn crossface. You know, so it's just really, really sad. And what makes it even more sad is the fact that his oldest son is now being stonewalled by the WWE just because they cut ties with anything Benoit. And that includes his oldest son, because his oldest son is a wrestler. Mm-hmm. And he will never have a chance in the WWE because of what happened with his dad.
Right.
Oh, no.
And the other thing also that I saw is how much he looks like Benoit, so that doesn't help him much either.
Oh, yeah, that's scary.
But I mean, you know, in my opinion, trying to cut someone out of history is just ridiculous. You know, I mean, what happened. And I think that they finally came to this conclusion as well, because now, like I said, we watch the network and his matches are on the network. But trying to cut somebody out of history altogether is just ridiculous. I mean, come on. The guy gave us some of the greatest matches of Ruthless Aggression and Attitude Era.
Yes, he did.
He was all of that. You know, so trying to cut him out is just unacceptable.
He's the one that started the Ruthless Aggression era.
Exactly.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
We actually talked about
Here we
him.
go, main
I
event time.
say again.
Main event time. Here we go. AJ Styles and KO.
Yeah, I don't care about this match because we've seen it like how many times now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
You know-
saying, yeah, of course.
To me personally, one of my favorite Benoit moments was WrestleMania 20 when he and Eddie Guerrero were both champions and they were hugging it out. That
Well,
was
that's when
that-
Chris
that
Benoit
much-
won. That's when Chris Benoit won the title, right? Eddie
Yes.
Guerrero was
Yeah.
already a champion. What would have been better is
Yeah.
if they both won it that
The
night.
same night.
It kind of took away from the moment. Even though it was a great moment, it still took away from the moment itself.
to me, it really made me cry. It was so emotional. Really,
It
really
was,
special.
but it would have made it even more emotional is if they both would have won it on the same night.
Oh,
Right.
my Lord, no.
Yeah.
I think
The only reason I always start to think that the only reason they gave Eddie the title was because Brock was leaving.
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
you know, and that right
They
there
did do.
is what is missing right now. They are missing that emotional aspect of wrestling. Because if you watch wrestling now, they don't give you a reason to really bond with a wrestler. Back in the day, I mean, you had Stone Cold, The Rock, whatever. You had all of these different superstars that were giving you reasons to get that emotional attachment to them. So
Yep.
when something
Right.
happened to them, or when something happened for them, you had a reason to be sad or to be elated or to feel all these different emotions. And now, the only emotion that people that I've talked to anyway have about WWE is, when is it over?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was telling JP, I mean, when I forget a couple weeks ago or however long it was, somebody asking what's your favorite WrestleMania or whatever, and I always go back to, speaking of emotional connections, one of my uncles ordering WrestleMania 6 because he knew that I was a Hulkamaniac and my brother was a fan of the Ultimate Warrior, so knowing that we were going to be at each other's throats regardless of who won.
I am what
That's-
page? Taking everything so serious? No, trust me, I'm not. If I was, I probably would have shut the stream down.
And
Yeah.
and the only reason why it was the match WrestleMania 20 was so emotional because of
I know
one
you
man that called the whole thing. Now it's JR.
Right.
If,
Yeah,
if it wasn't
imagine,
for him, if it wasn't for him, the match would have not been emotional at all.
But that's the thing, like, I completely agree with you because you back then you had JR, the King, for a short time, what was the black guy's name again?
The
Coach.
Randy Savage.
Michael Coachman?
Coach.
Yeah, Coach.
Michael Coachman.
Coach in there, and like Coach was kind of more of the kind of Michael Cole type character where
Yeah.
they put on him all the time and stuff. But even still, like just with JR and King alone, that announcing was the greatest that they've ever had.
In this era, oh yes.
Well,
Now you have like Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Booker T. Okay, why Booker T? I have no freaking idea. But there's no emotional connection between these announcers and the wrestlers that are in the ring.
Booker T makes me want to hit the remote on Raw now, especially with I had to replay that clip just to see if I heard right. But when he's Samoa Joe and Reigns are having their match, and he calls and he makes the call about a southpaw right jab.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Graves calling him out on it on the spot because a southpaw is left-handed.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was just thinking, at that point, I'm thinking, Booker, lie down, go home, and just be a fan.
There have been so many moments that I have
Ooh,
thought
Final Cut.
exact same thing. I mean, he just makes no sense when he is on the announcement table. You know what? That, and we talk about the wrestlers being so scripted now. The announcers are just as much, if not more, scripted than the wrestlers are.
right.
So they're being fed these ridiculous lines that are
For
supposed
the love of all mankind, Gina. Sorry, I had to go there. For the love of all mankind.
It's just so ridiculous. I think the only one that actually, for me anyway, the only one that can actually pull it off is Corey Graves.
Yeah.
Definitely. And Tom Phillips. Only those two can do it.
I talked about.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well,
I
Tom
talked.
Phillips isn't sure what he wants to do with the microphone.
I talked about this last night with Booker T.
Mhm.
He was not as bad, and I hate to say this, when him and JBL were on SmackDown. They actually kind of worked really good together.
Oh, yes. I can't stand JBL, so...
Right, and I understand that. I think he's a fucking cocksucker, but them two, when they worked together, were not too bad. But now he's just... He tries to get... Booker T is way over the top. He doesn't need to be. He just carries it too far. It's like, dude, just stop talking. Just stop talking.
Yeah.
You know,
better yet, why are you still here?
Right.
Yeah. Do you honestly know, in my opinion, who I think that they should have announcing
Who's that?
together? I think it should be Corey Graves,
Okay.
Tom
Right.
Phillips,
Yeah,
and
right.
Renee Young.
And who?
Yeah.
They used
Renee Young.
Oh, I can
They
see
to
that.
announce NXT together, and they were amazing together on NXT.
Huh.
They were great. The
I'm
three of
sorry,
them-
Paige. This is what you get when you come to my stream. I just swore into some language. Whatever.
Yeah, and I've been thinking the same thing. I keep wanting them to go back to a two-man team and, just keep Graves on Raw and, put figure something up for SmackDown. I mean, you don't have to have Graves on both shows.
Right.
Exactly.
Michael Cole is getting to the age now where I think that he's just
he needs to go.
he needs to go, yeah, because like he's starting to get just as confused as Booker T is.
Oh
Yeah, and he's been. I guess he's been vocal about being done, but Vince won't let him go. Vince
And I'm
wants.
not gonna lie for this for Michael Cole, and you might hate me for this, but Michael Cole had put out the best commentary he had in 2017 for the United Kingdom tournament, and by that was it.
That's because he didn't have Vince in his ear all the time, so he was able to be himself.
Yes.
Vince wasn't too bad of an announcer either.
No,
But that's back when Vince didn't give a hoot anyway.
yeah, no.
Well, I mean, he gave a hoot, but he had
I think
people.
the best one that I remember liking of the old school teams.
It's John Wills, NG.
was
And Gina.
John?
Gina. Yeah, well,
What was that?
NG asked who's on the call. They said it's John Wills, Gina, and Serge, and me.
No, I was thinking the best commentary team that I could think of from when I was watching wrestling as a kid had to have been Gorilla Monsoon and Jesse the Body.
Oh my lord, that's old school.
Yeah, big time. Well, like I said, I go back. I mean, only one on here that goes back longer than I do is JP.
I do. I
But,
go
I
back
mean,
to 1979.
The first WrestleMania I ever watched that I can remember was WrestleMania 3, Andre against Hulk Hogan. And then, I mean, from there on, like I said, when WrestleMania 6 came on, I just remember my uncle telling us he was ordering WrestleMania and being excited about it, and then calling my brother and I over because he knew we were going to be, at that point, I think it was my brother, my cousin, and I, and both of them were into the Ultimate Warrior, so it was 2 against 1.
Right.
And he just knew that no matter who won, somebody was going to be crying.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he was looking forward to. And sure enough, we were at each other's throat the entire match. And then when Warrior won, I remember I went outside and I grabbed the first thing I could throw. And I went right at a cactus, and I remember grabbing a bunch of rocks and just chucking them as hard as I could.
You don't remember?
Were you a Hogan fan?
Oh yeah, big time.
You don't remember the
Big
first what page?
I was a total Hulkamaniac, John. Big time. My brother was a Warrior. So Sweet Revenge came 6 months later when Warrior had to give up the title to Sergeant Slaughter. And
I remember them too,
all of a sudden
Trickster.
is Sergeant Slaughter leaves with the title. All of a sudden, Warrior is nowhere to be found.
Hey, I don't remember Sergeant Slaughter being champion.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
WrestleMania
Sergeant
7.
Slaughter took it from him, and it became. I remember SummerSlam being the match made in heaven, being Macho Man marrying Miss Elizabeth at SummerSlam, and then the match made in hell was Ultimate Warrior against Sergeant Slaughter.
The first wrestling match you watched? I don't know. I don't think I was there when you watched first wrestling match, Paige. When Sergeant Slaughter won the title, he held it. I think he won it at SummerSlam. And then he held it all the way till WrestleMania, and he wrestled Hulk Hogan, and that's when he was with Iraq.
Yeah, he was with Colonel Mustafa and General Adnan. They were the Iraq faction. He was a dissenter. Yeah, he was a turncoat.
You know, when I saw that Miss Elizabeth and Randy Savage winning thing, it really brought me to tears. It really did.
That was when they were able to tell you stories. I mean, it was awesome.
Yes, it was. Oh,
I mean, getting to the point where, to the point where the minute he splits from Miss Elizabeth as his valet, I forget how old I was, but I remember watching Saturday Night's Main Event the night that it was Hogan and Savage against the then Twin Towers of Big Boss Man and Akeem I think it was for the Tag Team Championship.
I'm with you, Trexter.
Miss Elizabeth gets in the way. She gets knocked to the mat. Hogan takes her into the back, and Savage goes, pardon the expression, but Savage goes ape shit on Hogan, attacks him, and then that sets up WrestleMania 5.
Yep.
That set up WrestleMania 5 right there. And, I mean, they tell this entire story. The Mega Powers go at each other. And then from there on, Savage is on his own, and he gets Sensational Sherry. They become the Macho King and Queen.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. And then he's in WrestleMania 7, and when he retires.
Yeah, exactly. And then, when he loses the retirement match, Elizabeth comes in and takes Sherry out, and all of a sudden you have these women. I still remember that. It's in the archive footage. You can watch it on the network now, but all of these genuine expressions of all these women in the crowd who were in tears. And even some of the guys are like, you might as well start a yes chant back then, because some of the guys were like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, I don't think they'd make it. Trexter, I don't think they'd do that, though. They already have enough content on there for Saturday Night's Main Event. I remember Saturday Night's Main Event, but it was only like a once every 6 months type deal thing.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. They did it when they needed.
They did it the night before SummerSlam, and then they did it the night before WrestleMania.
Yeah,
because they put that as number 2. Number 2 is one of the most emotional moments in WWE. Number 1. Number 1, John Cena, Nikki Bella. WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's. You want to know why that is, though? Do you want to know why that is, though? Because it's more recent.
New. Yeah.
That's the only reason.
All these new fans are gonna. Let's think about it. If you put something from say 1995 in as number 1, all of these new age temporary wrestling fans are not going to have any idea what that is.
That's the thing. I get real tired of these casual fans. Like, where are the hardcore fans?
They're here. They're just not as vocal anymore because WWE doesn't want them to be as vocal anymore.
Well, yeah. And see, like with me, I don't pretend to know anything about wrestling prior to 98, 99, because I first started really watching wrestling in 98, 99.
Right.
After that, though, I have been hooked ever since. So I'm I get kind of angry when somebody calls me a casual fan.
Yep.
Because it's I know I haven't watched it since the 80s or whatever, like you have, but
right.
I've been here since the late 90s, and I'll be through it.
I'll be honest with you, Gina. I mean, I'm one of them where I stopped watching. I watched the WWF when I was a kid because much like Paige with JP, I did it because family was watching and it was the thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the mid '90s, when just after Bret Hart left to WCW, I stopped watching for a good while, and I just remember the minute they went to cable, I couldn't watch because we didn't have cable. And I remember that first time I saw anything close, anything that got me back into it. I forget which Royal Rumble it was, but I remember my brother distinctly calling out, "Oh look, it's Val Venus," and me looking at the TV and thinking, "Who the hell is Val Venus?"
Oh God, hello, ladies. It was so
Exactly.
Trickster.
But I mean, that whole mess got me back into wrestling. It's like, who the hell is Val Venus? And then that was the WrestleMania where Gilbert made his entrance and exit immediately. It was I just remember Michael Cole making the call of, "Here comes Gilbert." Oh, there goes Gilbert.
Yeah.
Hey,
What are you saying, JP?
Oh, I was good. Trexter said, "Oh no, Trexter said, I was in shock when Andre and DiBiase screwed over Hogan on the main event. I was like, what just happened? Which main event was that? Saturday night's main event? Well, that's because it was that was a build to the damn pay-per-view.
That was a build to a WrestleMania 4 tournament. That was a build to a WrestleMania 4 tournament, if
There
that's
you
what
go.
you're talking about.
There you go. That's why.
Because that was when Savage won the title.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the build to WrestleMania 4. DiBiase screwed him over, and so Hogan got...
Well, DiBiase, see, the thing was, when you say that, DiBiase was... Oh, John Cena. Fuck. Fucking John Cena. Kevin Owens just beat AJ Styles.
Yeah.
With a roll-up.
I knew it. Was it for the title?
No.
But then at the same time, I'm thinking...
He's gonna get he's gonna get a title shot, which whatever.
Yeah.
I don't mind him getting a title shot.
It is gonna be AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble. Kevin Owens is going to win because Sami Zayn is going to interfere.
Right. But he's not gonna I don't think he'll win. I don't know if he'll win the title though.
Nah, I think they're gonna stick to the original plan. So instead of have AJ Shinsuke in WrestleMania, they're doing that first.
I hope you're right,
That's the
man.
thing. I think that, and I think I talked to you guys about this before, but I think it's going to be that match at Royal Rumble. Sami's going to interfere, and then Kevin's going to win the title. And then this next SmackDown, AJ's going to go for his re-title shot. I can't think of words right now, but and then he's gonna win it back because Shinsuke is going to come in and he is going to go against Sami Zayn. You know, like Sami Zayn is going to try to interfere. Shinsuke is going to take him out, so then AJ is going to retain his title. And then leading up to that, it's going to be AJ versus Shinsuke at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that sounds plausible.
I bet that sounds pretty good.
Yep, totally agree.
If wishes were fishes and they actually listened to Gina, that sounds like a really good plan.
I
But
should be a writer for WWE. Hire me.
well, the problem is the last word is always old fuckface.
Well, and the thing is, I think that Vince does make a lot of good decisions.
Okay.
Good decisions, my bud.
Well, he kind of does. Some of his not all of his decisions are bad. It's some of those ones on Raw, like the Jinder Mahal one.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to fucking see that, and why he made that decision is beyond me. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Somebody talk. I was just going to say one thing I have to say about Vince. If you guys have watched the Kevin Owens 365 special, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
He is incredibly hard on those wrestlers.
Yes.
Like, if they don't do what they are supposed to do,
Yep.
he lets them go. And I think ultimately, especially like for Kevin Owens, you've seen in the special what effect that had on Kevin Owens. So I think that that's something that they absolutely need. You know, because they need that in order for the wrestlers to be like, oh man, I sucked that time. You know, it's almost like a daddy's mad at me type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they need that around, which is one of the reasons why I'm glad that Vince is still around, but I don't think he should be as involved with every aspect as he is.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. Does anybody have anything else?
Not really.
No, I don't think so. No, unless
All right.
Jelly.
Well, it's about that time. Joe's going to come on, and I don't want to take you guys away from Joe. So
Yeah.
it was good. It was a good night. I love doing this. I think I love this format that I'm doing. Say it again.
I was just thinking, did you ever talk to Heather about making that hat for your niece?
Oh no, she's just got to DM me the colors yet. That's all.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I mean, I'm looking at the hat now. It is actually a really good hat.
I love it. It's fucking nice and warm. I slept with it on one. Was that Saturday? I think it was.
I wouldn't be surprised if Paige would want you to talk to Heather about making one for Gator.
Yeah,
He won't wear it. He won't wear it. He won't wear it. But
I would think she would just want to do it just to drive him crazy, though.
I think I'm going to do this kind of format once a week. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to have somebody come on here with me.
Sounds good.
And I will discuss that with the next person that I want to bring on.
Perfect.
And then we'll go from there. I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you for getting me to 80 subs tonight. That is awesome. I appreciate it. Hopefully I can get my OBS up and running and I can do more. Like I can count how many shots I need to take. That's what I was hoping to do, but I wasn't going to do any shots tonight. But so
I didn't count that many times you actually said.
I didn't.
What's his name by his name? So you don't really have to take that many tonight, JP.
I might have to do one, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think you were wasted last night, JP.
Just a little bit. Did you see how much I drank?
A little bit, but you need to go back to last week, John. That was a good one.
So, but that's how I'm going to do this from now on. Hopefully I can get OBS working and I can actually keep track of stuff. Like I can put stuff in the graphics, stuff like that. And then hopefully the person that's on the call with me, I can put them on the screen with me. I've got to figure out how to do that yet, but I've got to figure out I might have to get a webcam. It might be the cam on the thing that's not allowing me to do it. I will, honey. I love you too. She said, tell Dad a hi and I love him. I won't see him till tomorrow, but yes, I will. But I'm going to do this. If you guys haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. If you have not, you guys stay on it just till after I go off. Hit the subscribe button. And if you want to follow me, my email is jeremy.p.baker1972@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook. Just type in my name. My real name is Jeremy Baker, JeremyBaker. And then you can follow me on Twitter at JPBaker91. You can follow Gina at Gina, what is it, Gina J2042 or whatever?
It's actually on Twitter, it's Gina Daly, DALY02.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
The website is Gina J 2014-02.
There you go. And then you can follow Surge at
Power Surge on Twitter, on my Facebook. If you want to look me up, under my name is Sergio Esparza.
Okay.
Skype, I forget. I'd have to look that one up.
It's Obsolete Monkey of the Spots.
Oh, there you go. Obsolete Monkey of the Spots. That'll be perfect. Yeah.
And then you can follow John Wills at
Wills2212 on Twitter.
Okay. And is that it?
And follow me at John Wills on Facebook. Just John Wills Jr.
Okay. And also you can follow Gina. And you can also follow Gina. She's going to start doing some recordings. I'm going to try and talk her into that because the last one she did was really good. I liked it. It was really inspirational. So follow her on YouTube as well. And I think your YouTube is at Gina J, right?
Yes, sir.
There you go. So you guys all have a great night, and I will see you. You know what? I don't have to bowl tomorrow. I'm going to do an NXT live reaction. How does that sound? That'll make up for the half hour that I fucked up today.
Yeah, and not only that, but we can actually talk then because I'll be able to watch it on TV. So
there you go. So
watch out for your clones.
Right. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. You guys have a great night, and I will see you in the Twitter chat. I love you. Peace.
Love you too.